Hello everyone, we're going to get started in just a second. Just waiting for a couple more people to hop on. Don't want to leave them behind here, so give me just a minute. Oh, thanks Brittany, you can hear me? Good. All right. So I know my audio is coming across well. Okay, so my name is Christian Cook. I'm with Alliance Investment Group. We are an investment company that are looking for long-term partners to trade our corporate funded accounts. Essentially, our goal is to bring traders in, help them understand the markets well enough to where we feel comfortable funding them an account, and then we split the profits at the end of each month of the increase of that account. So essentially, we're looking for long-term partnerships with our potential traders and with those people that do become our traders. And so that's essentially what our goal is to get as many people that are conservative in their trades and that are disciplined to be trading our company accounts. Okay, we have traders throughout the world that trade literally in the markets 24/5. We trade in the foreign exchange. Just so you're aware, the foreign exchange is an absolute massive market. There are anywhere from $4 to $5 trillion exchanging hands every day in the foreign exchange. So if you can hop into that, you're able to take a pretty good chunk of that. If you know what you're doing, right? If you don't know what you're doing, you can really get smashed in the market and run away with your tail between your legs because it can absolutely just hammer you really quickly. So what I want to start with is what is it that you're here for? Why is it that you're on this webinar? Why are you watching this? Why are you involved here? What is your purpose? I'm sure you obviously came across an ad we've talked on the phone or some form or fashion has led you here, but there was something that pricked your interest. There was something that came to your mind that thought, hey, this could better my life in one form or fashion. What is that? I've listed a few things here that are reasons that I trade and reasons that I was interested in trading in the beginning. And the number one for me is time with family and friends. What is your why? And I want you to really reflect on that. This may seem a bit cheesy, but it's important to discover what your why is and to focus on it and to reflect on that regularly because it keeps us on task and it keeps our goals in sight. So, obviously we all have the desire to build a decent income and to be able to not have to worry about money. Money's not something that we enjoy worrying about. To have that security and peace of mind is definitely something that everyone's looking for in some form or fashion. Maybe you already have financial security and you're just looking for something else. Um, Day trading is an excellent way to go about it. We can trade it at your schedule. We're looking at less than 2 hours per day that we're putting in, sometimes as little as 20 minutes, 10 minutes, but usually anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. And so as we go throughout this webinar, I want you to reflect on really what it is that your purpose is, and I want you to hold on to that because that's what's going to help you be successful in whatever it is that you end up doing, whether you day trade or not. Whatever it is, you need to hold on and build that why around your life and hang on to it and reflect on it and focus on it so that you're able to find success and that you're able to continue with that motivation. First thing I want to talk about is investing. I want you to kind of consider for yourself. We're looking for investors. Obviously, we're an investment company. We're looking for those that have the right mindset, the investor mindset. And I want you to ask yourself, are you an investor? Do you know what an investor is? Would the world consider you an investor? Maybe you've purchased a home. Maybe you have a 401k, mutual funds. Maybe you have other real estate. Maybe you buy gold, whatever it may be, stocks, options, futures, whatever it may be. Um, I threw a definition on here from online: a person or organization that puts money into financial plans, property, etc., with the expectation of achieving a profit. That's what an investor is. Okay, so that's who we are. Our traders are investors. They see opportunities, they put money in, and they expect a profit. And that's what we do here. We expect to get into the market and make a profit. We're not looking to jump in to lose. Does that mean that we don't have losses in the market? Absolutely not. We absolutely, you cannot trade and have 100% win percentage. That's just not how the market works. Okay. Um, we hop into the markets. It's definitely a risk. Day trading is definitely a risk. However, we want to mitigate that risk at all possible. Anyone that's a good or successful investor understands that mitigating risk to the greatest extent is going to be what's going to make them profitable. And so as we go throughout this webinar, I want you to consider, hey, am I really an investor? Am I that type of person that looks to put something out to get a profit and something better in return? That's how the investor lives his or her life, is around that mindset. So I want to start right here. And those that are not investors, or those that potentially want to become investors, often run into this problem. In America, especially, whether you're in America or not, but throughout the world, we have these goals and dreams when we start out at a young age. Maybe it's 18, all the way up to whatever age it may be at. We graduate college and we have these massive goals and dreams, and we think we're just going to go and tackle the world, and that's excellent. What happens to those goals and dreams as time goes on? Maybe our income hasn't increased to the point that we thought it might to reach those goals and dreams. So what do we end up doing? We end up shrinking these goals and dreams down to meet our income, which I think is one of the greatest travesties that's out there. We start out with such awesome goals and such fun dreams that we think about doing all these cool things, and as life goes along, it kind of beats us down a little bit, and we allow it to, right? And we all have probably fit this at some form or fashion in our life, where we haven't completely lived every single goal and dream that we've thought of and dreamed of. But this is something that takes place very often, even in America. If you're in America, with all the opportunities that are going on, the abilities to make money, the abilities to be successful in whatever form or fashion you define success as. For me, it's health, wealth, and relationships. If you're able to be healthy and have wealth to be able to develop relationships and to help other people and your own family, and to find true fulfillment in life, then you're finding what you're really looking for. And that's something that we focus on here quite a bit, is fulfillment. And I can tell you this, that money alone will not bring a completely fulfilled life. Will it help? Absolutely, it will help. But being truly fulfilled doesn't come only from seeing your bank account, the zeros added to your bank account. So we at Alliance Investment Group have developed a company and a system that has helped to accomplish these goals for us and for thousands of other people. Now, there's a few things that we do that are somewhat different than any other company. We have these 4 things are something that I like to focus on. The first thing is we have proprietary leading indicators. Now, these indicators are designed to help us know when to get into the market. Okay, I mentioned mutual funds, stocks, things like that. What we're looking for when we invest in a stock is for that stock to go up, right? We want the market to go up because that's where we're making money. In the foreign exchange or futures, whatever you end up trading with us, you'd start out with foreign exchange. We can make money going up, we can make money going down. It doesn't really matter which direction you go. We can place long trades, short trades, in other words, up trades or down trades. So these proprietary leading indicators, which I'm going to show you here in just a minute, will help you determine, based off of patterns that we identify in those indicators, when to get into the market. Okay, when is the right time to buy? When is the right time to sell? How do I know how long the market's going to go? Well, I'm going to explain a little bit more about those indicators in just a second. The second thing that we do that's quite different is we have daily webinars where one of our executive traders or coaches hops on a webinar where you can hop on and watch it live and see actual trades placed in the market. So these coaches will analyze the news, the financial news, something that will basically impact the market during that time that you're going to trade. We'll analyze that news, we'll analyze the indicators themselves, trends, support and resistance, and these may be some terms that you don't understand if you haven't traded before. That's no problem. If you have traded before, you recognize these terms. But we'll analyze all of this, and then we'll end up placing a trade in each one of these webinars. We have two of them. One is called the Overnight Impact Trade, ONIT, the ONIT, and the other was the AIT, the Australian Impact Trade. Those happen each day, Monday through Thursday. We also have trade on Sunday when the markets open up, Sunday afternoon. But you can actually hop on and watch our coaches place these trades. You can chat in, you can talk to them, you can ask them questions through the chat box, and they'll just vocally answer your question through the webinar. So it's very interactive, and so that's something else that we have developed for our traders so that they can have that long-term support. The third thing that we do is we fund you a corporate account. At the end of being trained on our system and learning how it works, we have a few different ways of going about that, and I'll go over those here shortly. We will fund you a corporate account. The way that works is you get funded the account, and you're in control of it. No one else is trading on that account except you. And you build that account. You place trades in it. What we're looking for are good quality, solid trades. Now, this does not mean that we're looking for you to triple your account in a couple days. That's not what we're looking for. That's a little bit wild and dangerous. What we're looking for is just slow, steady growth on your account. At the end of 3 months, once we've funded you an account, we'll reanalyze that and we'll tuck away another bit of money to it, whether it's another 12, 20, 30 grand, whatever it may be. Every 3 months, we'll reanalyze your account, and we will fund that account up to 100,000 or maybe even more, depending on how well you're trading. At the end of the month, we'll pull your portion, your percentage out that you've earned, and put it in your account, and we will leave our portion in your trading account so it continues to build. We're not going to be pulling that out. Now, the fourth thing is long-term help and support, right? I said we're looking for long-term partnerships. We're looking for those people that are serious about changing their lives, serious about changing their financial future, and they want to make something happen. So that's what this long-term help and support is. We're not an education company that wants to sell you an education package and dump you out on the road after $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 of education and then hope that you have enough money to go into the live markets alone and unafraid to try and make trades. We understand the market much better than that and understand that really just doesn't work very well. The DIY traders, those that learn through what I call YouTube University or whatever it may be, solely and just learning from what people are saying online, can get you into a lot of trouble. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Speaking of that, actually, back to the indicators, there's a gentleman by the name of Kevin Jones Sr. This is him. He's the founder of the indicators that I've been talking about. These indicators are basically algorithms that are attached to the live feed in the market. And this guy, Kevin, developed those. The story behind it is kind of interesting. He decided to go to a weekend trading webinar to learn how to trade and spent a weekend learning how to trade. Jumped into the markets, and his first trade in the market, he lost $6,000. So you can imagine if you're married or have some significant other of any sort, then you can see how rough that would be, how fun that would be to go home and be like, hey, well, honey, I lost $6,000 today. First time trading. I'm sure my wife would never let me trade again. So he decided there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a way to beat the market. He was a mathematician. He's passed away. That's why I'm using past tense here. He's passed away since just a few years back. But he took these algorithms, took mathematical equations, tied them to the live feed, and now we have indicators that are telling us when we are going to enter the market successfully to be able to get in and out of trades. Now, there's full disclaimer, we're not claiming that we can get 100% trades in the market. Anyone that's doing that is leading you astray. These indicators cannot detect certain things in the market, right? So for example, if North Korea decides they want to shoot a missile off down to South Korea, then that's going to be a problem. The markets are going to go crazy. Oftentimes Donald Trump will send out tweets and the dollar will go one direction or another. And so we aren't detecting things like that. We don't know when those people are going to make those decisions and throw them into the market. So it's important to have a plan in place if something does go against us, because we do have trades go against us here and there. But generally we are profitable. The other portion to the solution, we talked about the problem of people lowering their goals and dreams. The other portion of the solution is, like I said, we're looking for long term. We're looking for the rest of your life. You can trade our accounts as long as you'd like to. You can trade into the future, and that's what we're looking for. That's where we make money. That's where you make money. So let's go ahead and take a look at these indicators. This is just kind of a still snapshot of our indicators. Everything on here is pretty much proprietary except for these candles, the red and green candles that are under these squiggly marks, okay? So don't pay attention too much to these squiggly lines up here or these down here. These ones in the center are what we're going to focus on today, so that you can kind of see how the patterns that these make are what are going to tell us when to get in and out of the market. So I'm going to switch over to those real quick, and we're going to go ahead and look at some trades here. Let's see, let me go back over this way. So what we have here, these are our trading indicators, okay? Right, like I said earlier, these are candles in the market. This is a 1 minute time frame chart. So each one of these candles, these red and green boxes, represent 1 minute in the market, okay? So what we're looking for down here is our indicators to agree with each other. The red and the green, the black and the gray, when they agree with each other, they'll make a trade, or we'll make a trade. So right now they're agreeing with each other. They're crossing at the same time. If they stay crossed, we're going to take a down trade. We're going to go short, which they're not. So anything above the blue line is our overbought region, where we're looking for a sell. Anything below the red line is our oversold region, looking for a buy. We don't place trades in between the red and the blue line. That's kind of our no-fly zone and the area that we don't trade in. We're getting a good signal here. I'm going to sell, place a sell trade right here. We had the red and the green and the black and the gray crossing at the same time, and they're pushing short into the market. So they're going to go short through this channel, and what we're looking for is for them to puncture all the way through to the bottom of the channel. With this good signal that we're seeing right here, we should see this push all the way through our take profit line. We got in at that top line, out at the bottom line. We got out with that one at $62.50 on this account. Now we're back below the red line. Okay, so the red line below it is, like I said, our oversold area. We're looking for a buy position. Now let me explain a little bit what this red and green and black and gray lines mean. The red and the green are the major players in the market. These are people placing, corporations, businesses placing $1 million plus positions. The gray and the black line are everyone less than $1 million, the mom and pop type traders, people like you and me that are placing smaller trades, less than $1 million at a time. Now we're getting another signal that's saying that we might be going long. As long as this red and green and black and gray stay double crossed, when this time remaining gets close to 0, we're going to go ahead and buy. So let's wait for it for just a minute, and we'll take a buy trade. Okay, there's a lot of up pressure in the market. That green candle pushed up and we went long. We got out of that trade quite quickly. So now we've placed 2 trades. We had one right here where we had a double cross going short, and one right here where we had a double cross going long, or going up. So right now we're getting, the majors are kind of disagreeing with the minors somewhat below this blue line, and they're wanting to go short, right? They're wanting to push back down. That's not where we want to take a trade. Like I said, we want to wait until this gets all the way up into the overbought region, and then we're going to look for a signal to go back short again. This is just one pattern that we look for in our trading indicators, just to demonstrate and show you kind of how they work in basic. This is futures. We typically trade in the Forex, but rather than sit all day and wait for trades in the Forex or a couple hours or whatever it may be, We're going to go ahead and just use the futures. It's moving a little bit quicker right now, so you can kind of see how that works. So once again, the majors and the minors right now are still going long, right? We don't want to place a sell trade in right now because they're going long. So when we get a good signal, we can plan on anywhere 2 to 3, 4 candles to continue in the market going that way. So right here we had a few candles going that way. Here we've got 4, almost 5 candles that are still going long and pushing all the way up. Okay, so the majors, like I said, the big players, the minors, the red and the black, or the black and the gray, or the minors, the red and the green, or the majors, we want them to agree with each other. When they agree with each other, the market does go that direction. So right here, we're getting the minors trying to pushing down. The majors are somewhat doing the same thing. If they can stay double crossed, we're going to go short. We're going to sell the market again. Let's see what happens. Get close for this time remaining to get close to 0. If they're still crossed, we'll take a sell trade, and we're going to take a sell. So we got in at the top line. We have an automatic take profit at the bottom line. You can see that they double crossed, and we got out of that trade quite quickly as well. So we got in here, out here, going down. We got in here, out here, going up, in here, out here, going down. So we've placed 3 trades on this account, $187 so far. And now this is pushing down through the channel as well. When we get a solid signal like that, we know that we can push jump into the market and get a solid trade. Okay, so this is just an idea of what our trading indicators do. These are leading indicators. These are telling us that, hey, let's get into the market now, and you're going to be safe to pull at least this much out of it. Okay, so that's how that works. Like I said, these candles just represent time in the market. Over here on the right is the price. This black box is showing the price. And so we get in up here, the market drops. That's what a red candle represents, is when the market goes down. Green candles represent when the market goes up. And so when our indicators tell us, hey, we're going down, we place a sell trade. When they tell us, hey, we're going up, we place a buy trade. Those of you that have traded before, I'm sure this makes sense. If you have not traded before, that's fine. Essentially what our indicators, and this is just one of our indicators, we have several others that work in conglomeration with each other and give us really solid signals, but this is basically how they work. We're looking for certain patterns to tell us when to get in and when to get out of the market. Let's pop back over here and let's discuss a few of the ways that we make this happen. Now, like I said, we're looking for long-term support to help you long-term, because that in essence is going to help us long-term, right? When you're trading our accounts successfully, that's when we both make money. So we have a few different programs that we use to get people involved and to help you learn the indicators and our system. Whether you've traded before or not, either way, it does not matter. This will help you figure out really how to be a successful trader. This is called our Trader Executive Program. This is 12 weeks of personalized coaching, one-on-one, literally 2 hours a week. Maybe you like to work on it. Maybe it would work best for you on a Tuesday, Thursday. So an hour on Tuesday, an hour on Thursday, you're going to be meeting with a coach. Now, this is typically not in person unless you're local here or we have a coach nearby. It's typically over the computer, so you'll share your screen with him or her, or they will with you, and they will coach you. They'll teach you from the very basics, holding your hand from the bottom up. You have access to our daily Onnit and AIT webinars, like I mentioned earlier. These are those webinars where you are actually watching our professional coaches place trades in the market. You get to be a part of that. You get to see it. You can place trades with them, right along with them, as you analyze the market and as they analyze the market. So that's included with all of our packages, with all of our coaching programs. Also, 1 year paid indicators and membership fee is included with the Trader Executive Program. We also fly you out to Utah. This is where our corporate headquarters are, for 2 days with hotel and accommodations, and we basically you sit down with a coach for 8 hours twice a day, so an extra 16 hours of actual face-to-face coaching to be able to get a good graph, get your charts the way you like them, and to place trades and hop into the market and trade with your coach. Now, during these coaching programs, you're going to be trading a demo account. So you'll have the indicators, like I just showed you, a little bit different because you'll be using the foreign exchange, but pretty much that exact same thing as far as those majors and minors. And you'll be trading a demo account. Your coach will come back, and each time that you come back in your coaching session, the coach will analyze your trades and say, hey, this is what you did well, this is what you didn't do so well, here's what we need to work on here, here's what we need to work on there. And at the end of this 12 weeks, you get a corporate funded account up to $100,000. The way that works, like I said, it's anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000, maybe $10,000 at the beginning, and you trade that account and keep 80% of the profits. So the way that works is for the first 3 months, you trade it, you do well with it, you place solid trades, you're conservative with your trades, you are not dangerous. At the end of 3 months, we're going to go ahead and push some more money into it, 10, 20, 30, $40,000. Another 3 months later, we'll analyze it again. If you're continually building that slow and steady, then we'll do it again. You know, we have traders making 0.5%, 1%, 2%, even up to 6% per day on their account. So you can do the math on that daily if you have any given number or any given amount in your account. It's substantial. The other 20% that you do not keep goes into your account. So you're taking 80%. Our 20% that we keep just stays into that traded account. So you can continue to build that as high as you can take it, as high as you want to take it. Obviously, the larger the account, 1% on 50,000 is different than 1% on 100,000 each day, or 2%, or whatever it may be that you set up as your goal and that you end up comfortably trading each day. You want to have a large account, and that's one of the things, like I said, that we do that is very different. Funding people up to $100,000, sometimes $250,000, can really enhance your trading abilities, and there's no risk to you as far as that money being lost. It's not like we're going to come back to you and say, hey, you just lost $100,000 of ours, pay it up. No, that's part of the risk we take going into it. So this is the Trader Executive Program, okay? The next one is our Trader Pro Funded program. This is probably our most common. People usually start here. They don't always. Many do start at the executive level, but they start in the Trader Pro Funded program, and then they upgrade later to the Trader Executive. It's just the difference in the price there. So this is 9 weeks of coaching, twice a week, an hour each training session. You have the daily AIT and On-It webinars that you can be able to access. And as well as in the Trader Executive, you have access to all of our training. We have a whole bunch of training in the back office. Your coach is going to require you to go through that training anyway. And you may say, well, this is just, I don't know if I have the time for this. All we're looking for is if you can put an hour to 2 hours in per day. That includes trading and actual training, okay? And the coaching and everything. So if you can put that much time in, you can be successful with this. This is, like I said, upgradable later to the Trader Executive when people start generating some good money with the Trader Pro Funded. They end up usually upgrading to the Trader Executive later on and just paying the difference. Now this is a company funded account as well. It can start anywhere from 2 to 5 to 10,000, and then it's a 60-40 split where you keep 60% and we keep 40 and leave that 40 in the account. Okay, so that's the Trader Pro Funded. We do get some people that want to just trade their own money and use our indicators. They know how good they are. They know how well they work. They want to use them to enhance their trading ability. So we have a program called the Trader Pro. If you want to trade your own money, keep 100% of the profits. This is a 6-week personalized coaching program. You also have access to the daily On-It and AIT webinars. And in here and in the Trader Pro Funded, these both have the membership and the indicator fee for each month as well. So that's what the Trader Pro is. So we've got these 3 programs. Of course, we like to bring people into the Trader Pro Funded and the Trader Executive because this is where you trade our money. We both make money and split it at the end. So those are the programs that we're laying out. We do have one other program, but I want to go over this slide for just a minute. The common law of business prohibits you from paying a little and receiving a lot. Remember, this is the investor mindset, right? What is this worth to you? What is your why? If you deal with the lowest bidder, it would be as well to add something for the risk you run, and if you can, then you can afford to buy something better. So what is it worth to you to be able to be a good trader? Let's go through these programs. This is where the rubber meets the road. We are looking for investors. We're looking for those that are ready to put a little bit of skin in the game. We have to pay our coaches. Our coaches do quite well trading and don't need to be coaches, so somehow we need to cover that to bring new traders in and to help them be successful. Luckily, we're not asking for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. For the Trader Pro, this is if you're trading your own money, it's $41.95. That's just a one-time enrollment fee, and then your monthly indicators membership fee, which is the same for all of the programs, the 281 plus the 46 green charts. So you're a little over 300 on those. Here's the Pro Funding Program. This is our most common. Okay, this is an enrollment fee of $71.95. We do have an incentive going on this month that we can talk about after this. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, whatever it is. We usually have some sort of a deal that we can wing you for the enrollment and get you in a better position. This is the Trader Pro Funding. The executive program is our 12-week, like I said. This one has all the bells and whistles in it, and this enrollment fee is $15,595. Okay, so are you an investor now? Let's go back and ask that question to ourselves again. Once I see this, am I scared off? Maybe I'm not really an investor. Maybe I am an investor. Are you willing to see the long-term results? Are you willing to see this as an investment, not a purchase? This is where we are able to weed out those that are serious and ready to make a move in their life. Maybe you don't have this. Maybe you say, I don't have $7,000. Well, that's fine. Let's talk about it. We can find ways around it and ways to come up with this and make it work for you. For the right people, for those that are really motivated to make it happen, we can help you find the money. We can work with you and go from there. We've got people that have never made $500 in a week that have somehow found a way to make it work, and we've helped them do that, and they've been successful traders. They've changed their entire life being able to do that. Now, how do I know that I want to spend that? This program right here is called the Trader Lite. This is one of the best parts about what we do. You can actually hop on and try the indicators out and actually place trades on a demo account for 30 days to see if this is down your alley. Is the $7,000 Trader Pro funded program or the executive program worth my while? I need to try these indicators out and see if they work. So we offer a test drive program. Typically, the Trader Lite program is $449 to give it a run for 30 days. We're downloading software. We're downloading those indicators like I was showing you. That's what these are right here. These are those indicators. For example, here's the, let me just do this. Here's an example of what a currency pair indicator looks like. And so you can kind of just see these. I'm just going back in the history. You can see how those majors and minors cross and come up with good signals. There's signals also up above and below that we use. You get this, and you can attach it to any currency pair. And then we also give you a funded account, funded demo account. Okay, so for 30 days, you can trade with virtual money with a demo account in the live market. So you're reading live feed, and you get to try it for 30 days, see how it works. $9 is what we charge, and then Green Chart's a separate company. They're the ones that actually visualize and make our indicators visual. I should go back. I should have covered that before, but that's what this company is right here. This little symbol in the top left-hand corner, that's Green Charts. They're the ones that actually make our indicators become visual, okay? So these are, yes, our indicators, but their program is the one that runs it, okay? So that's what the $45.99 is. So for $55, or $50, you can, depending on what we're doing this month, you can actually go ahead and try it for 30 days, see if it works for you. If it doesn't, then worst thing is that you've lost $55. Best thing is you found something to change your life. So basically 75% of the people that I talk to that see this webinar end up trying the Trader Lite program. 80% from there end up getting into a coaching program because they've proven that they can make trades. They watch that Onnit and that AIT webinar. You get access to that for 30 days while you're doing this. So you can actually see those trades. You can ask questions to those coaches. get a feel for who we are. We have a chat area where you can download an app and chat with other traders, ask them about their experiences. This is what I really love about what we do. We're very, very forthcoming and willing to show you everything that we have to be able to understand how to trade. Like I said, we're looking for long-term partners here. We're looking for those that are ready to change their life and ready to make a difference. And that's what our programs do. So for 55 bucks, you can give it a roll for 30 days and see how it works for you. If it doesn't work out, no problem. Yeah, trading's definitely not for everyone, but it is for those who do have that investor mindset. This is Green Charts. Like I said, they're a separate company. That $45.99, that's where that comes from. So how does this translate into dollars? That's the biggest question, right? Where do I make money? Well, we make money in what we call pips. When the market moves, we measure it in pips, P-I-P-S. 1 pip is 10 points, okay, in the foreign exchange. So let me go back here. These are just 3 random months of last year, and these are showing where we made pips. So Sunday we made 15, Monday 10. We lost 20 on that given Tuesday. So the red is where we lost, the black is where we made money. So you can obviously see your eyes zone into this red area. We lost 15 pips in the 3rd week of May, but generally speaking, we were successful that whole month. Okay, so this gives you an idea of where money is made. Now, with an account of $2,500, if you would have used a volume of 1, you'd have made $3,750 in the month of April. With a $5,000 account using a volume of 2, you would have made $7,500. Okay, so it just kind of goes through 150% increase just in that month in April. Okay, now this is May and this is September, so you can see with a $50,000 account using a volume of 20, you'd have made $55,000. So this is these are the months of last year what we actually made in pips. So if you want to do the math, generally speaking, on the currency, depending on the currency pair, you're $1 per volume of 1. You're $1 per pip, and so you can see, or sorry, $10 per pip. And so now you can see kind of where the money is made here. Here's a few questions. Some people ask, well, I don't really want to start the 30-day. I'm ready to just jump into a coaching program and just hit it hard and get going quick. That's fine. You don't have to go through the light program. I just recommend the light to people just so that they can get used to checking it out, right? You're just used to playing with the indicators. You're getting used to your charts. You can watch those webinars each day, and that's how that all works. So those are just some questions that a lot of people come up with. I want to come back to this. Let's reflect what it is that you're here. You might have had a different reason. We all probably have different reasons. But what was it that brought you to this webinar? Did you hop on with the motivated mindset of, hey, I'm an investor, I can do this, I'm really disciplined, and you're wanting to convince somebody that you're strong-minded and powerful, and then when it actually came down to it and the investment comes up, does it scare you away? The one thing that I add to that slide is if you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. This is something my grandpa always told me. This is something that I truly believe in. If we always do what we always have done, we're going to receive what we've always received. And so where is it that we're ready to make that change? Where is it in our lives where it's like, okay, I'm ready to make a change. I'm ready to do something different. See, we here at Alliance Investment Group, we truly are looking for the long term. We've made money in our accounts. We could trade our own accounts. We like to have other people trade our accounts for a few reasons. And one of those reasons is we can have more eyes on the market, more people looking at more trades, more opportunities to get in and make us successful as well as them. And believe it or not, we are actually a company that enjoys and finds fulfillment in seeing other people be successful. We could continue to just trade our own money and be just fine padding our bank accounts. That's no problem. But when we see other people do that and find the excitement of those that are really making a change in their life and really being able to literally buy themselves time, it's fulfilling to us. It's something that we enjoy. So the next step from here, you can give me a call at the end of this, shoot me a text, whatever it may be. I'm sure you might have a question or two that maybe was not answered here. Here's our website. It's alliancedaytrading.com. Like I said, our company is Alliance Investment Group, but Alliance Day Trading is what our website's called. You can go and check out a few things here. If you're ready to join the Trader Lite program, just click the join button, join now, and then go ahead and go light. Click the go light button. You can see it says $4.49. I'm already logged in, so it's kind of telling me to be nice. And type in the discount code 9YEARS, and it drops the membership for this Trader Lite 30-day program from $4.49 to $9. You can see right there. And then it would charge the indicator fee of $281 per month after the 30 days. So for the 30 days, you just get the $9 charge. And then from there, you go over to greenchart.com. And this is where you get your actual indicators. Sign up. And don't click on the expert. Just do the advanced. We don't need you to do the expert. There's stuff in there that it's not necessary. Make sure it's selected here. Fill it all out. Subscribe, understand, and subscribe, and you'll get an email saying that you've signed up for Green Charts. Going back over to our back office, in here you receive in those 30 days all of these courses, all except the advanced 1, 2, and 3. These courses will take some time to go through. You've got more information here than you'll know what to do with in 30 days. Recorded videos, Wednesday night member meetings. We have local meetings that happen every Wednesday night that teach you about, like, for example, Fibonacci. Fibonacci again, this one's Fibonacci daily trading routine, best times to trade, margin, hedging and price averaging, take profits and stop loss, gray daggers, using multiple time frames. And you can just go through and check out whichever one of these. I mean, you can go through all of them. There's a whole bunch. And just learn about the indicators, learn about the program, learn how to trade. There's recorded on it webinars. You can go back and rewatch. Actually, were live trades placed. And then in the calendars, you can come back and register for all of the webinars. So for 30 days, you can basically have full access to all of this. Check it out. At the end of that 30 days, if you're ready to move into a coaching program, excellent. If you're not quite ready, no problem. We're looking for people to move at their own pace. We're not going to push you to do something that you're not ready to do. So this is, like I said, alliancedaytrading.com. This is the website. If you want, I have instructions. I can email you the instructions exactly on how to join the Lite program. It's really simple. I kind of just went through it anyway. Just go to join and then greenchart.com. And it's quite simple. But right now in this month, those that upgrade to a coaching program, we're taking $349 off. And we're including a scalping forum, which is basically a 4-hour event with 3 different coaches doing different approaches to the market and placing live trades for 4 hours that you can follow. This is 4 hours of basically extra learning. And so, like I said, we're an investment company. We're not a company that is an education company that's looking to sell you an education package, 30, 40, 50 grand, kick you out into the market and say, use your own money. We're saying, hey, we'll provide you a funded account. You provide the coaching cost. We'll provide a funded account. Trade well, and we'll continue to add to that account. We'll make a long-term relationship here where you can find success. You can trade at any time. You can trade 24/5. So if you have a job that you absolutely just love, trade in the mornings before work, trade in the evenings after work, trade in the middle of the night, whatever works best for you. If you can put an hour to 2 hours in a day, you can do that and have the rest of the day. In fact, we don't like people to trade typically more than 2 hours. There's something called overtrading, and you can get yourself into trouble. So if you can dedicate that kind of time, like I said, an hour, if that's all you have, great, to 2 hours a day, then you can be successful day trading. We're looking at win percentages that can reach up in the mid 90s. A lot of day traders are happy if they can hit 65%. So feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text. My number is 801-874-1653, so you can call me or text me on that number, and I can answer any questions that you may have. And I can also email you the instructions to get set up onto the Lite program. But once again, go to join, click the join button, join now, and then click over here, go Lite, and then make sure you type in the promo code. That may change. For right now, go ahead and don't worry about it. Just use the 9 years, and you're looking at $55 for that 30 days of learning and experience, whether it's going to be worth your while to move forward into a coaching program. Once again, ask yourself, am I that investor mindset? Do I have essentially the mindset to become a successful investor. What is my why? Why am I here? And what is my drive? Anyway, I hope that answers all of your questions. It probably does not answer all of them, of course. So feel free to give me a call. If I don't answer, I will call you back. Leave me a message or shoot me a text. Texts are usually the easiest for me to respond to. If you want me to call you, just text me and say, hey, can you call me when you get a minute? Or whatever may work. So anyway, thanks for your time. Have a good one.